Yo, what go on, people? This right here is a dancehall news and reviews. DNR hot take, not a cool take, hot take. That one, yeah, hot.
Well, grimy, I saw it come down. Enough go up against the thing, they ain't I ground.
Yeah, yo, them fi know we head mad, yo. It no matter what the second of the hour, cause we never stop bad, boy. Yeah we, hold on there. Fresh for no reason on me yard, yeah. Paper, them not live better than we nah them. And them know we everywhere so we ya say. Hold on there. Paper, believe, no? The bad mind, the hatred, it turn up out here. It turn up, it marks out. Criticism on top of criticism. Criticism over multiply. And I am like, wow. Me see some blogger boy. We have got to tackle one of them today. The boy we name Krishgenius, aka Mega Mind, aka fake vlogger, aka fraud, aka big old fussy hole. You understand? I have to call them out, you know, people. Cause me no fear, me no care. Me call them out. Them a hypocrite. Them a fraud. Them claim say them neutral. Them claim say them fear. Nothing about them no neutral. Nothing about them no fear. Them a full partisan hack. Shape.
I know we at mad, yo. In the matter when the second of the hour, can we never stop bad, boy.
Yeah, the show have to go on, and as me say, I don't know the reason. You guys are the reason. You will click on the video and you will just press like. I don't know the reason. You understand? And you will go subscribe very, very soon before the video done. You will see one of the reason. You understand? So the reason you know, it gonna be about Alkaline's album NPT. Zin? Yeah man, I say them put out the first week numbers. You get to me, I say, and people, I me alone realize say, like saying NPT, like, bro, sometimes you have to think before you even utter the letters. Because, yo, I see people say MPT, NTP, like, yo, bro, I don't know, something with those letters, bro. Something with those letters, it kind of...
Yo, you know how them youth are some real punani, some real festival. For example, WYFL rhythm, WYFL rhythm. Me never hear the guy have a problem with the acronym for WYFL rhythm, and people butcher it every time. YFL rhythm, FL rhythm, people butcher it every single time. But NPT, no pussy test, is a problem. Like something as simple as that 3-letter NPT. Oh my God, it's so hard to remember NPT. It's so hard. Something about those letters. But WYFL, when me butcher over and over, when me just say YFL because WY, you sound it to pronounce Y, so you just say YFL rhythm, right? But this guy right here, just to show you how convoluted these people are, because this is just a start, you know. They are gonna show you all them youth are fraud, all them corrupt. Just listen, just pay attention to where you must say in body language. Watch a ball game.
And hard to say or hard to remember. I don't fucking know. You understand me? I say so. And that we're gonna talk about in today's reason. You understand? So
Number don't lie, yeah.
Oh, him draw for popcorn. Shade already, you know. Him queue up popcorn. Numbers don't lie. To talk about Alkaline NPT first week sale, right? Him queue up numbers don't. This guy sat down, meds, and came up and said, you know what me I gonna do? I gonna drop a popcorn, numbers don't lie. But when Popcorn dropped him last 2 albums and did no numbers, did you come out and say numbers don't lie? Did you come out and say nothing without Drake? Did you come out and say anything? No, you did not. But you want all a reason about NPT. Did you want a proper reason about the numbers for Heart and Soul? For Her Name Is Love? Nothing Without God? The countless other albums that came out? That no, hold on. Go and chat off your mouth.
number don't lie.
Them youth, yeah. Special type of fussy hole them, you know, dog. You have to wonder what kind of payroll them depend, you know. What kind of youth this? Youth you really sit down and craft up this? Bro, I don't know vendetta fans all them youth you have all a platform, you know, bro.
Like we are, yeah.
Number don't lie. So, numbers you deal with, you know. You understand? So, Popcorn don't tell us your numbers don't lie. Okay?
Popcorn numbers don't exist, yeah. What the numbers them for the Galentines? They don't exist, yeah. What go on with the numbers them for nothing without God? Less than 500, fewer than 500. Numbers don't exist, yo. Yeah, what go on there, so? Or you not talk about that? Or you not talk about Popcorn's 6th studio album that did no numbers? What happened?
All right, so people, you know, say from the album dropped on Sunday night, Monday, yeah? Sunday night, Monday, yeah? And for that week there, me I pray the numbers on Spotify. Me I pray the
Yeah, pre the numbers on Spotify. You pre the numbers on Spotify for the week, cause K-Warb no update right away. And the songs them would have need for meet a certain threshold for them to reach a level for even
Well on there. Fresh for no reason on me yard, yeah.
and the song them would have need for accumulate a certain amount of streams to even register under the K-Warb. So me want to know how you are look on the Spotify numbers, because remember, you know, people, when you go to Alkaline, you go to Spotify and you see the top 10 songs, if you're looking from a desktop, you're not going to see those songs. You're going to see popular songs. So me want to know how this guy I look on the streams them on Spotify. Or see them. Amazon Music, or MC streams them. Apple Music, or MC streams them. Like, me just want to know, because him want to say numbers them low, but OMC them. OMC them for know say them low during the week that is streaming. I'm quite curious, what is he? A magician? Does he have super access that no one else have? Yo, you see them people here? Fraud.
numbers on YouTube, but then again, members say YouTube not really really. YouTube not give them numbers to billboard again. Or
so the numbers them no good on YouTube, people. All right, hold on. Stay up in. Put him on pause there for a second there, because when me telling you something, you know, people, we not go around the thing, you know. We not hide and talk. You see the ball game, yeah? I want different piece of ball game. Watch what I go on right now. All right, so people, tell me right now. When you go to Alkaline Spotify, as you can see on the stream, right? Look at the screen. Look good. You're not going to see the songs them, the new songs them, right? You're not going to see them. You're going to see the popular songs them, right? All right, no problem. 1 million monthly listener. All right. Watch your ball game, you know, people. Watch your ball game, you know. Because I show you say them youth are some real fussy, some real wicked boy. And you have to watch them craft, right? Look here now, you know. You see, K-Warb, last updated, all right, the 31st of March, right? So watch your ball game, you know, people. You're not going to see the song them, because remember, you know, you need to have at least 125,000 to actually clock to make your list, right? You see that? Now look at this, right? You have No Emotions, we are clock 6,000 ad per day, and you have Keyman, we are clock 5,000 ad per day. Both of those are on the album. So if you say, all right, between the two of them, right? Pay attention, you know. Say them a clock 12,000 a day over 4 or 5 days, right? All right, so 60,000. From those two songs alone on Spotify, you would get at least 60,000, right? So, me I show you say, oh, you must say, it now stream on Spotify and them thing there. The youth are fraud. You understand? The youth are cap. The youth are make up things to try to put down Alkaline neatly. All right, let me show you another thing, because remember, you know, we're not cap, you know. We just show facts, because I expose them fully, I know. Look here now, right? So I must say YouTube numbers. Pay attention, you know, people. Look at the numbers, right? Look, you know, for yourself. 800,000 pound girl good. Look, you know, 800,000 pound girl good. 800,000, right? So we not cap. 432,000, right? Pound bad. 646 pound graduate, right? And then you have 461 pound different story. The Ultra 81. You have Wet Wall 127 for the audio. 196 as a matter of fact. 241 for Aura. Gonna Blast 184. Alright, 230 for Raise the Bar. Our World 235. Masterpiece 255. Sacrifice 271. European 142. Wet Wall Video 466. And then you have different story and bad music video just drop. But let's prorate this at the top, right? Let's say between these two right here, we have 600,000, say 850, 911, let's say 11, 1.3, 1.5, 1.7, 2 million, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.85, 2.85. I would add up this though. 3.85, 3.85, yeah, what that no, 3.85, say almost 5. Then now you have the numbers where would I not stream pan Keyman and No Emotion. So over 5 million for sure. Over 5 million for sure. Right? Within a week. So this guy has say he not do no numbers. We can prorate it and say, okay, on YouTube them not count the numbers, but we can say 20% of the overall numbers are attributed to say United States. So you can say, all right, say a million of the streams are from United States, right? And you add that up and you can say, all right, about 600 units equivalent, right? So 600 unit equivalent did not count because them not count the YouTube numbers towards the first week sales and stuff like that. So when they must say, oh, it ain't a stream and this, that, all cap. But you know say him only has said this for Alkaline. Him never said this for nobody else. And that me I try showing you know. Me I try showing you say these people are just looking for things which I if put down the artists. Watch a ball game. Alright, pay attention.
Our billboard now count YouTube numbers again. You understand? So the YouTube thing, like, I don't know, said that I got hurt a lot of artists. A lot of artists that I got hurt because guess what? And everybody have a Spotify account, especially Jamaicans, because majority of the Jamaicans, them bro, as a song drop, YouTube them go first. You understand? Like just meds, most of the people them around.
So if you know this, then why you come out so strong against Alkaline? If you know, say YouTube numbers don't count and it's a big part of numbers, and Alkaline album are the first album in terms of dancehall to come out under these new guidelines. Huh? How comes you gonna make a case?
Ask them where they listen to music on YouTube because YouTube is free. No for them not subscribe to no Spotify. No for them not subscribe to no Apple Music and them thing there, bro. Yeah, so the very first thing them pull up a YouTube. And then remember say the artists them a drop the album them, the songs them over YouTube first. As in them a drop it everywhere one time. You get me? I say, so me a pre-Spotify and me a realize it, oh bro. You see the album yeah, the songs them now stream good.
So him a pre Spotify and him know say the album now stream good. How him would I know that? Or if we upon Spotify him a see people. Where? And if you tell me, say, what him do, I individually search each song and click on the song and see the back end number on each song, I'm like, whoa, that would be insane, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't that be like crazy if that's what he's doing? Because I know it can be done. But it's quite complicated. So you're telling me that's what he did? That don't make no sense. He's capping, dog. I'm telling you, this man is capping.
And members, they have 1,500 streams on Spotify equates to one sale. One sale. 1,500 equals one sale, one unit. You understand? So when you can go over there, go do the.
First of all, the guy's a real snake and nasty liar. People, the man are telling us if you go over there and do mathematics, that's not how it works. When you go on Spotify, YouTube, any of these platforms that you can see the numbers, right? You're looking at numbers for the world. for the world, not the United States of America. As you know, the Billboard numbers are specific towards United States of America, right? So I think Canada also have them on a Billboard. I don't know if they combine them. But either way, the numbers have to be from the United States of America. So you might say 10 million. 10 million now go count. It's a part of it. It's the ones that are from the United States of America that would count. So when you talk about 1,500 per unit equivalent, where it's only 1,500 per equivalent unit for the United States of America. So I met this guy and him happy, chat, a fussy this. Furthermore, if the album do almost 1,000 in the United States, clearly it was streaming. Without YouTube, by the way. So clearly it was streaming and people are buying. Okay.
The maths. I don't realize yo, it not really stream good. But anyways, the other day, I see World Music Views posted this, and they said sales numbers are in. Alkaline lands number 10 debut with NPT on Billboard Reggae Albums chart. And also, them say first dancehall album to debut on the chart in 2026. Alkaline's album first week Billboard history. New Level Unlocked debuted at number 1 in 2016. Top Prize debut at number 2 in 2021. And NPT debut at number 10 in 2026. Zin, so I go over them website because they
pause. All of Popcorn albums debuted on the reggae Billboard album chart. I think all of them made it to number 2. All of them. Except the last studio album is 6 studio album, Not Without God. It did not chart. At all. At all. So me show that, right? Also, Cartel, a lot of his albums, debuted. But Art and Soul did not chart. Massacre previous 2 albums debuted on the Billboard, but the last one did not chart. So I'm quite curious. How comes you now point out, say the other artists, the other top echelon artists, they did not chart for them last album. So how comes this extra scrutiny for Alkaline, who quote unquote debuted number 10? Number 10 better than not charting at all, right? I'm just asking.
They never give you no number, obviously. You understand? So, because a bam, I go over them website now, and the article reads, Dancehall star Alkaline's 3rd studio album, NPT debuts at number 10 on Billboard Reggae Albums chart, dated April 4, 2026. It's the first album released in 2026 to debut on the chart, the first new dancehall release to appear this year, and positions Alkaline at the first Jamaican artist to make a chart debut in 2026. Released via Autobomb Records, NPT dropped after the tracking week was already on the way, yet still earned roughly 1,000 album equivalent units from combined streams and sales during its opening frame, spanning Monday, March 23rd through Thursday, March 26th. So that's 3 days. You understand? That's 3 days. We're going to talk more on that. You understand? But them say roughly 1,000. So that means it not catch 1,000 then. You understand?
Roughly 1,000. Now English our language, bro. English our first language. Roughly means almost, like right there. That's what roughly. Roughly $10. Roughly 1,000, like literally. Say fewer. Right? It made sure, the article made sure to let you know it's roughly, as in it's close to 1,000. Not exactly 1,000, but roughly 1,000. Which means that it could have been over 1,000, you blatant, bumbling retard. It could have been over. Roughly 1,000, I mean, say under 1,000. It can mean over 1,000, like 1,050, 1,020. Roughly 1,000 meaning around 1,000. So you're rounding it off to 1,000. Whether it's above or below, roughly. You're rounding it off to the nearest 1,000. That's what they did. So them never round it off to 900. Them never round it off to 1100. So whatever it is, English, my friend, simple means that it was either 950 something or 1040 something, round those regions, between those regions to 1,000. So if you know anything, well, then again, I pay you idiot out there.
And where's the breakdown? Where is the breakdown? Why when I say from equivalence from combined streams and sales? Where's the breakdown on?
All right, stick up in. Just to show you how much of a little fussy that like a nasty boy is. That boy a real fussy hole, you know. That youth here want ring band, worm, a squirm, a little nasty boy. People, remember, you know, everybody entitled to them opinion, you know. But the reason why we have to touch them boy, you know, I have to show you say them boy are fraud. Look at this, right? Take a look at your screen. Because I remember I said we're not fraud without the receipts, you know. Because who don't know, we have to make it people them know. Because everybody are gonna know. So you have to make it people them know, because them don't know. All right, so Popcorn's 6th studio album, Nothing Without God, released November 7th, 2025, sold fewer than 500. My bad. Fewer than 500. No, remember, fewer than 500 can mean 499, it can mean 1, it can mean 2, it can mean 10, 20. It means it's fewer than 500. Right? But you don't know, them pretty it up in our way, even though they don't pretty. So in its first week, it sold fewer than 500, according to reports, right? This marks is the lowest first week sales to date and is the first time one of his albums. Wow. Just think about it. All of those albums, I think, well, if EP, but anyhow, his 6th studio album, and this is the first time he has failed to make it to the top 10 on the Billboard, following his departure from OVO/Warner. So really and truly, nothing without Drake, nothing without Warner. Okay? First week's sales, looking at under 500 units streaming equivalent. So, me just want to show you, say, all along, you know, them now put out the numbers them fully, you know. But this guy was never asking for it, you know, until Alkaline. Alkaline. All along it wasn't a problem, you know. The artists, them a feel all along, you know. But it was never a problem. Look at it, you know, people. Look at it. All right. Massacre's EP, Her Name is Love, released on December 19th, 2025 via Def Jam Recordings, achieved number 1 on the US Reggae iTunes chart, despite its high digital chart performance. The 8-track EP did not break into the Billboard Reggae Albums chart for the week of January 3, 2026 due to lower sales and streams. Lower sales and streams. What are the numbers? 404. No one knows. They did not give any breakdown. They did not give any numbers. No numbers. No actual numbers. Nothing. Not even fewer than. Not even around. Not even roughly. Did this guy come out and say, hey, where is the numbers for Massacre? Why did he not chart? Def Jam, big album with big singles on the album, talking about Rich, Sex, and Keys are on that album. But yet still it did not chart. Yet still no numbers. And no one said anything. Everybody all quiet. Peep, peep, peep. Not a sound. Right? Nah. They wouldn't do that for a Vybz Kartel, would they? Would they? Would they do it for Vybz Kartel? Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Based on 2025 sales data, Vybz Kartel's album Vikings 10th Anniversary Edition, recognized as the highest selling dancehall album of the year, with other albums, look, people, pay attention, with other albums in the genre reportedly failing to sell more than 1,000 units. So everything we're releasing at 2025, apart from the Vikings 10th anniversary album, failed to hit 1,000. At that, them make we know, you know. Reports from Illuminate in 2025 indicate that While Vybz Kartel Viking re-release achieved nearly 2,000 units in its first week, other dancehall albums failed to cross the 1,000 unit threshold, often selling in the hundreds. However, specifically, publicly reported first week sales figures for the 2025 album Art and Soul being strictly under 500 units are not detailed in the provided search results. Rather than sentiment is that the Viking led 2025 market and no other project performed significantly higher during that period. So, them a make you know say, them no want say that a less than 500 Art and Soul, but a less than 1,000. Them not have no numbers for it. Again, 404. Now, why do I bring it up? Again, this is a Grammy-nominated album. Grammy-nominated album. And by the way, for those who love to talk about EP is not an album, right? It's just dumb nonsense, right? Take a look at your screen. An album typically contains a minimum of 7 or more songs and a total runtime exceeding 30 minutes, distinguishing it from an EP 4 to 6 songs. While some definitions accept a minimum of 5 songs, particularly for Grammy consideration, 15 plus minutes. 5 tracks, 15 plus minutes. All right? That's it. So, obviously, Coffee won Grammy for an EP. Obviously, Cartel was nominated, Art and Soul, and that's an EP. Obviously, when the albums them release, EPs make it to the Billboard albums. Clearly, under the category of albums is where you find them. So clearly, an EP is an album. So LP and EP, they're both albums. It's just different in length. An EP is referring to extended play. That is what it is. But it is an album. An LP is a more lengthier album, but it is still an album. So they make nobody fool on it. Them love to say EP and an album, all garbage, all nonsense. But that's just a crock. Because when you pray it, so because Cartel and Massacre put out them EP and the fans them say EP next to it, so them decide for not buy and stream. Because it's a EP. No man, we not buy it because it's a EP. And a project where the artists them put out. And like even Massacre with Keys and Rich Sex on the album. So yeah, tell me say the fans them not buy and stream because it says EP. That simply means say this is nonsense. So all Coffee I win Grammy and Cartel I get nominated for Grammy with EP. Under the album category. Or you go win a reggae Grammy album award with an EP, but then them all say EP and an album. Yo, look at something wrong with them. You hear me? I tell you, no, it's a free tradition now with culture some my time. It just goes to show you them people who are leads some my time are some real dunce duppy bat. I tell people be a foolish, but it's not an album. It's not an album. Shut up, dummy.
The pure sales. Them not give it a number, they like, why? And me know so I have the numbers.
So you know so them have the numbers. So them have Art and Soul numbers I never get. Them have Popcorn numbers and Massacre them numbers and Squash and Valiant and Armani and everybody numbers, but them never get. But them choose to hold back Alkaline numbers. yo, you know what's crazy? To me, it's the opposite. It's amazing how they found Alkaline numbers quick and fast, but the other artists, them couldn't locate them numbers. Alkaline definitely special, because all eyes and ears on his numbers, but nobody else. Everybody fly under the radar. What happened to TJ numbers? What happened to Squash? Like, I'm just trying to figure out what happened to the other artists there, but for them numbers there. How comes the Alkaline numbers alone the people them find?
Jaja. His 2021 project Top Prize opened at number 2 on the reggae albums chart with 2,957 first week units, 1,527 of which were pure album sales, according to Luminate, formerly MRC data. That album stayed on the chart for 1 week, while his 2016 debut New Level Unlock entered number 1 after selling 741 copies in its first week in the United States. His weakest album sales and highest charting release to date. That album charted for 18 weeks. So when you see that, bro, like, but I always say this. They must say, oh, like people are celebrate #1, Billboard #1. But
shut your mouth, moron. Shut your blasted mouth. You're about to out of your garbage out of your mouth. You don't know anything. You see, 741. What was it? That was pure sales. Pure sales. That was not streaming equivalent, you blasted moron. So you see 741, you don't understand the numbers. They weren't giving, a matter of fact, some of the time you see certain numbers, you don't even know they were giving lifetime numbers. So they had the first week numbers separate. You have the lifetime numbers. So for example, if you release a single 6 months, a year before the album come out, and you got the numbers tracked, you can have the first week numbers. All right, for example, people, you don't know, say, yo, me not talk crap, right? So me I show an example of what me I talk about, cause why me I tell you, John know. Yo, me don't know all them youth here, all them youth are do it, you know, people. All them youth are out here, a vlog, I don't know about the music industry. All right, so coffee, deluxe edition, right? Album. What you call again? Oh, so it's gifted deluxe. All right, put it. So gifted deluxe. First week sales, right? All right. So I'm gonna see if we can find the first week sales for the deluxe album, right? All right. So we'll check it out right here. So right now, you see me I say Coffee's Gifted debuted #1 on the Billboard with 3,500 first week sales, but the album has sold 188K in total. 188K in total. So basically, people, for those who don't know, right? When the album first dropped, that had you know, you don't know, Toast and other songs on the album, but the numbers, they were singles, they were out. So when the album dropped, it never count originally. So she made the deluxe album, or the label made the deluxe album and got the numbers to count towards the deluxe album, the numbers that didn't count originally towards the other album. So I saw it actually go. You understand? So now, when they re-release the album under the deluxe edition, you have 188,000 units equivalency overall, right? But when the deluxe actually dropped that week, it actually sell 3,500. You see what I want, people? You now understand? You now understand? Because, as me I tell you, look, as such, Luminate told Dancehall Mag that Gifted has so far sold 188,100 units in the United States. This includes 700 copies that were sold during the album's first week of release, as well as 996,000 in digital song sales, 199,634 800 in on-demand audio streams, and 900 in video streams and whatever. So from 2019. So it a show no what me I talk about. So when them people attack, them don't really understand how the numbers them work. So Alkaline album, New Level Unlock, back then they were focusing mostly, specifically, on the actual sales and not so much on the digital streaming and the equivalency. As you know, 2016, them time they, you don't know, Spotify wasn't a big, was it Spotify? Our year Spotify really kick off. It did wrong, right? Our year Spotify really kick off. What year Spotify started counting towards Billboard? Let me see if we can see that. So all right. When did I don't want to see that. All right. So Spotify started 2011, but when it started counting towards the Billboard, I don't want to waste time, but 2016. Let me see what them say about 2016. All right. Wait a say. Let me see something about 2016. All right. All right. So, okay. May I try to see if me see it, but neither here nor there, people. Me just want to understand. Say around them time there. You don't remember say Spotify and Apple Music, and they weren't really a thing like that. Digital music wasn't really a thing like that. If you remember, say Alkaline was on the fringes of the music thing by being out there, you don't know, in the social media sphere, digital and streaming. Remember, no man, car radio and TV was most of the thing back then, and direct sales. But neither here nor there. So what them now understand, say back then, album wasn't even really a thing like that where them a push, because it was Alkaline who made album a thing again. Because remember, you know, Alkaline, remember say Shaggy, the last album for chart #1 before that last reggae was actually Shaggy, right? I think in 2009 or something like that, and then Alkaline came back and did it, or 2011, around them time there. So Alkaline make album a thing again. And after that, even Marley them start to focus on the album thing. Because before that, Marley never did not focus on album #1 spot upon Billboard. If you never know that, you see me? So as me say, them youth here, them not really follow the history. So them just like a chat off their mouth. Remember say we pressure dancehall mag and them and tell them, say watch ya, break it up. We want to see lifetime numbers separate from first week numbers. Because when you say album sold 5,000, we say 5,000. So what are the lifetime number versus the first week number? We want them separate. We have to tell them to separate it. And that's so you see them start separated. Because we call them out. You understand? Because them thing, you know, people. So my time, you know, have to understand say politics and politics, you know. And we're not having none of it. None of it we're not having. Yeah, that. You see me? So that still. But back to this clown over here, so come I tell you, be a garbage in a chat. Be a garbage.
Celebrated #1 when you sold 741 copies. But then again, #1 and #1. Maybe.
So you know, for celebrate #1 because of 741. But nobody else Nina clock no numbers. Around them time the cartel did sell double banana, triple plastic. Cartel did sell 9 copy first week and 10 copy them. So remember. After Alkaline actually release New Level and Lock and Cartel come release what you call King of Dancehall and Popcorn come release Forever. Them they not really do no numbers. That's why Alkaline come crack the #1 position before him and Popcorn. And to this day, them still know what the #1.
Maybe that week was a very low week in streams and sales and whatever for the other albums them. You get me? I say, but meds this, you know, top prize went #2. And in a for them in the first week for top prize, they got 2,957. 2,900.
And Massacre had around the same thing in 2,900 or something like that. And he did not make #1 either. Because Marley at this point, Marley them actually take the thing up in a hand, bro. And them thing I try showing them not, them money are the worst, bro. In order to move Marley, you need to crack like 10,000. You don't know in equivalent units and all of that. You see me? So you don't know what you're talking about, you.
157, and that landed at #2. A New Level.
Fixed tape though 8,000 add and still landed at #2. Made it into the Billboard 200 and still landed at #2. Like, people, if you move Bob Marley, you need to do 10,000. Let me show now again, you know, people, because these are things. Oh my God, like, what is wrong with these youths? What is wrong with these youths? What, like, I'm showing the people. Popcorn, the fixed tape first week sales. Look at your screen, people. 8,000 to 8,800 units combined sales and streaming first week United States, right? Where did it land? number 2 on the Billboard. Number 2 on the Billboard. Number 2 with Drake Twist and Turn and another song from Drake, I think. Twice feature, whatever. And yet still, it did not move Bob Marley that week. It landed number 94 on the Billboard 200 chart and still did not move Bob Marley. Still did not move Bob Marley, bro. So, me just showing to say, them youth that don't know what's happening in the industry. Them just run out, chat feelings because them don't like people. Simple as that.
Unlock landed number 1 with 741. But then can give with the breakdown where the tell us say 1,527 pure album sales. But for this one, like why we can't get the pure album sale, why we can't get the breakdown for NPT are too early. All right, I could kick back and see. And bro, this is not something for people celebrate. Number 10, bro, this is nothing to celebrate.
So why Vendetta fans not for celebrate number 10? But the Crooks and Gaza and Unruly, them can celebrate not even charting. Them can celebrate for them album and them album never chart. Them can celebrate Art and Soul. Them can celebrate Her Name Is Love. Nothing Without God. And none of them not chart. Yo, you go chuck your air boy.
And yes, it's good to see him enter the chart. But brother, in our real life, bit like you just meds it, bro. Number 10, first week. And guess what? You can't blame nobody. You can't blame nobody but on yourself. Reason being, who drops an album on a Monday? Bro, like seriously, who?
Why is it this big punani mouth boy, big batty mouth boy, now deliver the information? The album was slated to come out the Friday. Something happened that caused the album to be pushed back to the Monday. The album, people buy the album expecting to get the album on the Friday. Something went wrong. We don't know what went wrong. I don't know if it's coding, but obviously something went wrong. So when I say, oh, release an album on a Monday, right, bro, it wasn't fair. Yo, Jano, dog. Like, seriously, dog. Yo, you pay attention to anything? It never did come up on the Monday. It just happened that things turn out and things happen, bro. I one of them things in real life, bro. I just life, bro. Things do happen, bro. You understand? And we not blame nobody. We blame ourselves, yes. But the way we now make it look, bro, the youth have 3 days worth of streaming and still chart number 10 and YouTube don't count and your artist Cartel, Massacre and Popcorn did not chart and they had 7 days and they had YouTube and they still did not chart. So how comes you not give the youth some respect? But instead, you don't want to give 8. Nah, bro, this is bull.
Who drops an album on a Monday? If you did have some problem, because I hear them say something about barcode never did work and this and that. If you did have problem with that, why would you never just wait until the following Thursday or Friday? Why would you never wait until the following Friday? Why would you push for Monday? And then
again, why you assume say them push for Monday? If it already scheduled for come out and for whatever reason it got rescheduled to the Monday, people done buy the music. You're done. Yo, bro, use your brain now. The Patreon them done paid for the music. So him can't think about Billboard number. Him can't focus on that. People pay for the album, so it's he have to focus and try to get it out to the people. The team have to get the album out. The people them buy the album, bro. And bad enough them have to wait a couple of days. You gonna tell them to wait more days? Wait 3-4 more days? Make it make sense, bro. It's like you go to a restaurant and you buy a food and there's a delay. You say, yo, John, no, you have to wait 30 minutes for the food. Yo, since you have to wait, come back tomorrow for your food. Come back next. Hey, boy.
The pre-sale or the pre-order link did out from, I think, the Friday before the show. You understand? So if that out the Friday before the show, why don't just stretch it? Nobody drop it no Monday, bro. Nobody
drop it no Monday, bro. So why you never tell them not drop your album? Why you never tell Massacre them not drop them album? Why you never tell Popcorn? Cause them not chart, them not do no numbers. So why you never tell them don't drop for them album? Like honestly, bro, why you never have all of this strength and criticism for them other artists? Why are Alkaline you have all the strength for? Just that me want to understand. Fussy.
I drop it no money because alright. Me know when I say alright, una do this by yourself and you can drop it anytime when you feel like and this and that. Bro, the game have some rules where and everything you have to try go round. Because I don't go so bam, I don't go round this now. How do you think this look? Eh? How do you think? Well, yes, me know I said the second week sales might look a little bit better. But me just I say, people always like in this day and age is a numbers thing. You understand? Because I realize a competition are going out here. A competition are going out here. So, Figure so bam and debuted at number 10, bro. That no look good. That no look good. And even last week, you know, me a reason with me.
Yo, debut number 10. A competition are going out here. And debut number 10, you know, look good. But then the competitors did not debut at all. So number 10 win. Number 10 win, you moron. Idiot. So I never tell the other man them say, yo, competition are going, you know. So uno no debut, you know, look good. Uno no chart, you know, look good. Uno no numbers, you know, look good. No, you didn't have any smoke for the other artists, them. None of them you had smoke for. But you have all the smoke for Alkaline team. Not for Cartel team who just come out of prison with him prison buzz and prison knife. None for him. None for Popcorn, the international artists. None. Nothing at all. These mother effers. Oh, by the way, the Def Jam artist massacre. Nothing for him either. But you have all the strength for Alkaline.
Virgin Guns, you know, which was on the 25th. I not really realize the 25th at the time. You understand? And the 25th of March, you know, say, would be the 10-year anniversary of New Level Unlock, right? Because it was released March 25th, 2016. So me a reason with the dog, and I say, yo, you know, say, Alkaline have a perfect opportunity now. The man have the perfect opportunity now for like just do something where you know normally do. Come out and comfort zone. Zine, which is go on live, either on TikTok, either on Instagram, whichever platform.
Man, you go suck out your mother. Big man thing. Krishgenius, go suck your mother. And your mother. Hey boy, you idiot. What kind of I want to them youth here? Bro, what you mean the man for go on social media and come out of comfort? Hey boy, go chuck to your mother. Now the artists do him the normally. You come tell the man say if you come be like other artists. And hey, you know, lock off the boy too, you know. Lock off the boy too from a dark up and them look a clown, you know. Oh. Jarastafari people, if I follow up them youth your dog. Me dark out, bare foolish, bare nonsense fam. No strength them now for the other artists them. Them give the other artists them bay pass fam. The other artists them drop album and no do no numbers, no charting, nothing at all. And a competition a go on and the other artists them fail. But then it look like we are compete with ourselves. It look like a we versus ourselves because we chart number 10 and because we did chart number 2 before, well we have to look to ourselves and say, Jano, we did not do ourselves. But we all do the apps them. We all do all of them because none of them no chart and none of them no do better in terms of numbers. So, I say go night time, people. Big up on yourself, you know. Share your views and perspective. Captain of the Vulture Squad, I'm out.